Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and I wanted to compare the cameras on the Google Pixel 2 XL, the iPhone X, and the Galaxy S9 Plus. All of them have pretty much top-rated cameras. The 2 XL has many times been called the best photo camera on a phone. The 10 and the S9 Plus, they're all pretty equal in different ways. So I thought we'd go over what they have to offer and then do some samples of what they can do as far as photo and video. So of course on the Google Pixel 2 XL, you'll see this is the Panda Pixel, and this is the stock photo app. I'm using the stock photo app on all of them. Of course you can use different photo apps on the iPhone or the Google Pixel, just depending on what you want to do, and each of them offer something different if you do that. So stock, this one offers quite a few different options. If we go into the settings, you'll see we've got your typical grid and things like that, but we care more about resolution. So we have a 12.2 megapixel camera. We're going to take pictures in 4:3, but you do have these other options. And then if you want to talk about video, they all do 4K video. We've got 4K 30, 1080p, or 720p. And then of course we have Slo-Mo as well. There's video stabilization on all of them, and stabilized cameras either done through software or through optical image stabilization, where the actual lens is on a float to keep it stabilized. So we have those options on the Google Pixel 2 XL and slow motion as well. Let's take a look at the iPhone X. Now on the iPhone X stock camera app, it's pretty familiar. You'll see we have the normal options, all the same sort of thing, just laid out differently. Photo, video, slow-mo, portrait, square, and the portrait modes on all of them work pretty well to blur out the background, but we're going to be focusing more on photo and video. Unfortunately, these are the options right here that we have. We have to go out into settings to see the options on the iPhone. So under the settings for the iPhone, you'll see that we have record video 4K 30, 4K 60. We have all of these different frame rates. And then we also have slow-mo in 1080p at 240 frames per second. And that's pretty much it as far as what we want to do. HDR, of course. I'm keeping everything pretty much standard how you would get it. Now also on the S9 Plus, let's open the camera app. This has been revised a little bit, and we have super slow-mo at 960 frames per second, if I remember correctly. Let's go into the settings here. You'll see this is 12 megapixels. They're all similar. We have UHD 60 frames per second, all of these different options, high efficiency video. Let's go to super slow-mo. You've got the super slow-mo video, and this one I'll show you. It looks really great at super high speeds. And everything, what I'm going to do is be shooting in regular mode, but instead of showing you all the different things you can do on here with Pro mode, since we have different apertures and things like that, let's go to Pro mode. I do find that I slide these around by accident quite a bit. You'll see, we're in Pro mode and things are quite blown out right here. Let's see if we can see. I just switched it to panorama, and I find this happens a lot, so I'm not sure why that is, but let's see if we can bring this down. So here you can see I'm adjusting this, and you've got the f2.4 aperture, where on the back you've got it closed like this. If I tap on the aperture here and hit f2.4, it switches to f1.5 and opens up a little bit. So we have those options on this one as well. So we can get some pretty good low light shots, and of course we'll check that one out as well. We've got autofocus, it's doing right now, and a lot of different options built right in to this particular camera, even food on this one. So Pro, Live Focus, Auto. This one has a lot of customization if you're really into photography. If you want to switch, of course, to these, you can use their apps, but you can use a number of apps on the iPhone as well to get the same sort of results. But this is the only one with the dual aperture lens. So let's take a closer look at what these will actually do. I'll start off by taking some regular photos. Everything's in full auto, and then we'll move on to video, slow-mo video, and front-facing cameras as well. So we'll move on to those and see what we think. the front-facing camera on the Pixel 2 XL. It's in 1080p, that's its highest resolution. So let's take a look at the iPhone 10 right now. Now I'm using the iPhone 10's front-facing camera and its highest resolution, and this one looks pretty good. At least on the screen it's easier to see in the bright sunlight. But let's take a look at the Galaxy S9 Plus now. Now I'm using the S9 Plus. This one does QHD, or 2560 by 1440, so this one looks a little bit better on the overall video, but when I'm recording it, it looks like I'm a little bit lagging, at least on the screen that I'm looking at right now. That's it for the camera comparison between the 2XL, the iPhone 10, and the S9 Plus. I would love to hear which one you think looks best in the comments below. This was supposed to be something I just wanted to see for myself, what one I thought was best, and share it with you. So that's why I'm not going to give you which one I think is best, because I think they all do a good job in different situations. And really, any of these are great nowadays. It's amazing how far we've come with different cameras, and if you're going to use one for video, I would pick these two. One of these two is fine. If you're going to use for photos, I would pick the Pixel 2 XL. It doesn't really matter which one you use. They're all going to give you great results, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below, which one you like. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.